I'm back already. Didn't you miss me? Okay. I'm going to try to be as diplomatic about this as I possibly can. I think that's how I should phrase it. These protests are out of control. I completely understand your anger. What happened was absolutely horrific. It should have never happened. Never happened. But I don't feel like this is the best way to go about trying to get your feelings across. There's so many more peaceful ways that you could do this. I understand we all get caught up in the moment and we just kind of snap. But what is this truly doing? Is this really honoring anyone? Any of these protests? I'm not just talking about the latest one. I'm just saying any of these protests. And it's just, I don't understand it. I mean, we seem to be a society that has so much violence inside of us. And haven't we gone through enough, you guys? We have gone through so much in this world, not knowing from one day to the next if we're going to ever be back to normal again. We still don't know if we're going to be back to normal again. We have to wear masks everywhere. Our life as we know it has been changed drastically. Had so many deaths, and we've gone through so much and have, I thought, have come together, all of us. And now we have to deal with things being burnt down, things being destroyed, when we're just trying to get back and have our lives back again. My channel is not about black and white, brown, yellow, gay, straight, bi, trans. It's not about left, right, middle. It's not about any of those things. What it is about humanity. It is about the human race and what we should be doing, how we should be coming together. This isn't about, I'm not going to preach to you, but I'm going to be very honest about things that I feel about. And like I said before, you'll either agree with me or you won't, but please feel free to speak to me so that I can hear you. I want to hear you. And let's just try to make some things not so violent and so beneath us. This isn't us. We're so much better than this. This is not something that, this just isn't something that we should be doing. It's very disappointing to see things on TV and to see the reaction of people from something that was violently done to someone. It was a violent act, and I totally agree with that. But are we going to act violently to try to get attention? And I'm going to say this, and I know that you're not going to like it, but I've got to say it because this is who I am. There is bad cops. There's good cops. There's bad people of every background. And then there's wonderful people of every background. But what I want you to think about is when you're in trouble, like real trouble, and you need somebody to come through for you, remember those guys that you're calling pigs? They've done a lot for us too. Because those are the good ones, okay? They have been there for us through so many trials and tribulations. They've been there from 9/11, from all kinds of terrorist attacks, abroad, on our own land. And they've been in the front lines. I know that's something that I wouldn't want to do. I wouldn't want to be out there and just be a target. Our policemen, our firemen, our paramedics, nurses, doctors, everybody have been there for us and will always be there for us to come through. My whole point is instead of just pinpointing the bad ones, because of course there's a lot of bad ones. There's a lot of bad people in the world, unfortunately. Let's try to think of a way to come together and try to bring peace to this world that has just gone crazy. We really have. We've gone crazy. We don't think before we act. Sometimes I don't think before I speak. And then I go back and go, God, I wish I could have done that differently. We all have the tendency of doing that. But then, we try to learn from our mistakes, but we don't always learn from our mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I sometimes continue to make them. And you get to the point where it's like, okay, enough's enough. Let me see if I can, get it through my head and see if I'm going to do it right this time. So I'm not preaching, I'm just sharing. So please feel free to join me. And I do have to do a shout out to our military because I was a military wife for 23 years and very proud Air Force wife. And I love our military. I love our country. I'm very patriotic. I'm not going to get into any kind of political conversation because I have my points of view, just like you guys do. I'm not here to fight. I'm here to just talk. So thank you for listening to me. I appreciate it so much. And God bless you all. God bless our world. And thank you, and God bless America. Bye.